Today I'm going to be talking about a topic which I feel is really important, and that topic is connection to self. What I mean by connection to self is looking inside of yourself and feeling the emotions and listening to your own inner guide and connecting, I guess, to your higher self. Okay, so for me, I feel that when I was younger, I had a very good connection to myself, and this connection got me out of a lot of trouble, and I was always able to sense things happening and that before it happened, and it was really useful. But then as I got older, I kind of disconnected and detached from myself, and the reason for this is because I wanted to conform, because I was very different growing up. Like, I was different from other people. I just didn't relate to them, and I saw things differently. And when they was all into hair and makeup and things like that, I was just like, I'm just into peace, and I'm just like into harmony and peace, and and when I was younger, I had a really good sense of my vibration, and I was just very in tune with myself. And I'm kind of angry at myself because I've let go of that inner essence that I had. And now I'm in my mid to late 20s. I kind of really just want to get that back. So this is how I plan on doing it. Okay, so I've gone through a lot of the things that in my head that I feel I used to do a lot when I was a child, that helped me to stay in touch with my inner self. When I was a child, I didn't have any brothers until the age of 9. I have 3 younger brothers, and I was 9 when my oldest brother was born. So I was the only child up until the age of 9. So I spent a lot of time just hanging out by myself, and I was very happy doing this. I had like neighbours that were roughly around the same age as me, and I would sometimes go out and play with them. But I really enjoyed my own company. And then so even in like my teenage years, because my brother and me have such a huge age gap, I kind of made a choice to just be alone, and that did me a lot of good, because it gave me a sanctuary. So my room became like my sanctuary, and this is where I would go through all my problems that I thought I was having. It's where I would de-stress, and where I would work things over in my head and kind of strategize how I was going to problem solve and deal with the issues that I was facing. So i.e., if it was somebody negative that was coming into my life on a regular basis, then I would work out a strategy on how to deal with that. So obviously now, I'm in my mid to late 20s. Obviously I have a partner, and I work, and I come into contact with a lot of negative people. So I've kind of lost focus on how to reconnect with myself and how I used to deal with life. Because when I was like a child, I kind of really enjoyed life, and this is probably a really weird thing to say, but I kind of feel like intuitively and kind of emotionally, I was more intelligent when I was younger. And I feel that that's because of the whole society thing of having to conform, having to kind of conform to society standards and kind of fit into a little box. Now, I have a lot of positive people around me, but and they kind of get annoyed because I don't necessarily have the energy to be around them all the time. Like, sometimes it's due to financial reasons, sometimes they want to go out and do things and I don't have the finances, or sometimes I've been working hard all day, you know, like, even though I work hard, you know, I can still be broke. So yeah, so like, sometimes I come home from work and it could be a Friday and I'm not working the next day, but they'll be like, oh, you know, like, Shiv, come out and, you know, let's go for something to drink, let's go for something to eat. And I just don't have the energy, to be honest. And for me, I'm not really into alcohol. You know, so that's one thing that I'm grateful for, because some of the women in my family, not all of them, but some of the primary women that are related to me have had quite bad alcohol issues. So that's kind of really put me off of drinking, because I wanted to go down a different path. So when they say, like, you know, let's go out for a drink, I'm just like, But I'm a big foodie, so if I have the money and you say let's go out for something to eat, I'm more likely to accept that invitation. But anyway, getting back to the topic. So, in order to reconnect with yourself, you need to block everything out. So, as I said, I have a partner. So when he goes out, I like to meditate. I like to have, like, my little mat on the floor. And I do have some techniques that I use in my meditation to help me connect back to myself. And I'm just going to pause the video and I will show you what I've done. Okay, so when I meditate, I'm all about self-independence and self-empowerment. So I like to be completely self-reliant, self-sufficient, self-independent. So, you know, I understand that energy is a huge part of everything. It is the fabric of the universe. So, like, don't judge me for this. But this is part of my tools. So when I want to connect with my chakras, I envision roses, like, blossoming. So I'll stand back a bit. So these represent each of the chakras. So here you have your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye, and then your crown chakra. So I use this is like a visualization technique. So if I'm struggling to envision a chakra in my mind, then I turn to this. Another thing I have is this, and this was kind of when I started to learn about the chakras. So here again, I'm very much into roses. Like, as I said, when I meditate, I like to envision roses blossoming. So if, like, I meditate, I'll imagine a rose and it's closed and I have to use my mind to open it. So again, you've got the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And then I've just written a brief analogy of what they do. So this really helps. So like, my first technique that I do in meditation to help me visualize is, I like to, right, the first technique that I do is I kind of imagine like a storm, you know, like a stormy sea, and it's like really stormy and aggressive and, you know, really powerful. And then gradually I use my mind to make it nice and calm, and then it gradually just goes from being erratic to just a really calm ocean where it's just flowing nicely and gently and that. Another technique I use, and this is for more when, like, I do my third eye practices, if I want to do some, like, visualization, to use my third eye to possibly gain some information or to help me gain ideas. I will imagine in my mind, I'll shut my eyes and I will imagine like a whiteboard, and so then that way my mind is completely blank, and then I will allow the images to kind of go onto this whiteboard. Yeah, so that's that. And then but to kind of work with your third eye, you have to realise that emotions are very important as well, because we not only connect with the universe through our third eye, but we also connect with the universe through our emotions. And emotions are actually a form of language, and that's how we connect with the universe. So if you want something to happen, if you want something to manifest, obviously in this reality, I've not heard of anyone being able to instantly manifest stuff, but I guess maybe it's possible. I don't know. I don't really know too much about that. But I do know that you can use your emotions to manifest things later on in the future. So if you want to attract a certain person into your life to teach you something. So say if you feel like, okay, I need to learn a lesson in self-control, you can put that message out to the universe in thought, and you can also use your emotions as well to connect with the universe, because the universe is infinite. There's not just one way to connect with it. So as I said, your emotions are very powerful, and yeah, and so are your brainwaves. But what I've come to realise is that the universe, right, okay, with your brain, you have different brainwaves, and the higher frequency of thought that you put out there, the more the universe is going to receive that, and the quicker they're going to receive it, and it's more powerful. So don't try and think in terms of audio. Like, an example of this would be the film What Women Want, where the guy hears what women are thinking and it's all voices and audio. No, you have to think in pictures, you have to think in colours, you have to think in, like video. Basically, your mind is like a huge hologram, and if you think in pictures, it's a lot quicker, it's a much higher frequency, so you're more able to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. So yeah, and that's another thing that I used to do when I was younger, and I used to think, oh my god, what is wrong with me? Everyone else says that they think in like audio, but I'm thinking in pictures. I'm thinking in like video. So I'm seeing colours in my mind. I'm seeing, I'm actually visualising things, and I'm not hearing things like audio. So when I think, I'm not thinking that dress looks nice. I'm seeing it and I'm feeling that dress looks nice, which is a much higher frequency, because sound, we all know that light travels faster than sound, but thought is even more powerful than the speed of light. And I actually learnt this on an out-of-body experience, that the speed of thought is quicker than light. But in this dimension, the quickest way to think is through light and through colour and through visualisation. So train your mind to think on a higher frequency, so a lot of colour, a lot of visualisation. Don't think about what people are thinking, sense it, and if it's negative, just let it go. It's not your problem. And this is what I used to do when I was a child, and the the reason why I kind of wanted to do this video is because not only did I want to share it with other people, but I kind of also wanted to remind myself of what I used to do when I was younger and why I kind of, I guess, was a lot happier. And it's got nothing to do with the fact that now I pay bills and all the rest of it, because that, it's nothing really. But I definitely feel that internally I was more connected with my inner self and I felt a lot more powerful. So I guess I kind of just want to start a journey of reconnecting to myself. And these are some of my techniques. And yeah, I will do like a follow-up video very soon if you guys want me to. And if you want me to delve deeper into thought and it being a hologram and visualizations and meditation techniques, put it in the comments below and let me know. I'm sure this video will probably get loads of negative comments, but I'm really not bothered. I'm just going to ignore you. So comment whether it's positive, whether it's negative. I'll only take on board the positive comments. This isn't a beauty channel, so I don't want to hear comments about my hair or anything like that because it's irrelevant. Yeah. So yeah, so look out for another video and I will keep you guys up to date. Okay, bye.